these tracks that I'm gonna play today, I don't know at all. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm just gonna go off. But we'll see how this goes. But yeah, let's just have some fun. Right? was terrible. But it, oh, that's good. That's good. That's what I like to hear. Yeah. Have you guys been enjoying yourself so far? Yeah. I know this is the grand reopening, so this is a huge jump. There it is, right there. So yeah, it's really an honor to be here with you guys. So yeah.
So Tony, we got some questions that come in from Periscope and Facebook.
Okay.
And the first one I want to ask is to give us a little background about yourself. How long have you been playing for? Who are some of your favorite drummers and why? And what is it about their technique and style that you like?
Okay, that was a lot. I started playing officially at 2, but technically my whole family is just like a family of musicians from my father's side. Like, my father's a drummer, his father's a percussionist, his father's brother is a drummer, my uncle's a keyboard player, so you're gonna hear some stuff that I've done, like live arrangement stuff. So, and I'm still learning keyboard, so don't judge the songs when you hear them, because some of them aren't finished either, but they sound fine, so we're just gonna work with it today. But what's the other question?
Who are some of your favorite drummers and why? And what is it about their technique and style that you like?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have too many inspirations. Honestly, I would say, I'm just jumping off the brain here. I would say Calvin Rogers, Rex Hardy, Varro, Chicago people, but I like to broaden my perspective. Like, Stanley Randolph, he lives here. Sean Wright, not many people know him, but you will know him at some point. But yeah, I have a lot of influences, and quite frankly, I try to listen to like more than just what I listen to. Like, a couple of my friends will show me some people sometimes, and I'll try to like use what other people have and then try to kind of change it into something that I can make into something that I'm comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I try to build off of everybody, so it won't be just like, I'm trying to copy somebody or anything. Like, I just want to be able to build my own sound and just get the inspiration from what other people have learned.
Sounds good. Can you tell us about your experience with the Guitar Center drum off?
Yeah, sure. I did the drum off 3 times. This is my 3rd time, and as you guys have seen, I won the 3rd time. 3rd time's a charm. The first time, it was just really just something I just kind of blew over. I got old enough to play, so I was just like, hey, might as well. So, I think I went through the first round of the store finals, but then I just kind of like blew it off. Then the second time I tried to get a little serious about it. So I started just try to come up with different sounds, like from the octopad and everything else. Like, honestly, even the sounds that I used for the finals, I literally had about 8 other sounds that I could have used over the past year and a half, because I just just continue to kind of build off of what I created. So really, it was an interesting experience, especially this last run, honestly, because most of the people that I went against was like some of my closest friends that are just as insane as I am. Like, this, actually worse, honestly. I would love to bring them one day, but it was at one point I would think like, oh man, I may not make it, and then I just tried to continue to tell myself, just to be positive, be cool about it, just play, have fun, just make yourself a winner, just tell yourself you are a winner. I just continue to say that. I would always pray every night before I go to bed. I was like, Lord, thank you for me being the champion. I just thank you. And quite frankly, I was just trying to put some positivity in my mind, honestly, and it kind of helped out a lot, because I tend, when I thought I would be nervous, I wasn't actually nervous, and it was great. And when they called my name, it was that was the part that really just kind of put everything just in complete awe for me. Just really thinking about where my life is gonna go after this. And so many decisions
I've had so many conversations from Maria and Jamsina to people that live out here that are touring with major artists. Like it's been crazy, and I've learned so much in a month that I never thought that I would learn in 4 years of high school, honestly.
All right. So, about the drum off for your performance at the drum off, what did you do to prepare for it? And you think you can give us a little bit of a breakdown of the performance you did at the drum off?
Okay. I'll explain some of them because a lot of people ask me some of the other stuff that I did. I'll do some of them in a second. But like I said earlier, last year I bought an Octopad, and I just kind of tried to learn how to use it, honestly. And that whole year, it kind of gave me time to just prepare myself, and then just really learn how to use the Octopad to its fullest extent. So most of the stuff that I made for it was almost about not the usual softwares in it, because with an Octopad you can change octaves, you can change notes, keys, and then they have a lot of stuff in there. They have like over 700 sounds in the thing. So quite frankly, I tried to look through most of the stuff that most judges look for, and then on top of that, I just kind of wanted to do something different from what everybody else used it for. So yeah, it took me a while, but yeah, I'll show you this one thing that everybody keeps asking me, how do I do it? So I did it, when did I do it? It was a move that I did that literally required every single part of my body to do something differently. And it's hard because it took me over 3 years to learn how to do it, literally, I'm not lying. It's hard because I messed up during the competition doing it. So yeah, let's see if I can do it right this time. My friend Les showed me this. He did it at a shed one day. So all it is both of my hands are doing something completely different, and quite frankly, it's the hardest thing to do because your body is so trained for your hands and feet to do the same thing at a certain motion. So for you to force your bones to do something completely different from each other, it's like contradicting itself. So it's like it's extremely hard to try to get, but it took me a while, but I got it. So so it started out with this, and I just kept this going, and then so it started with that. Then I started putting my feet into it, just to, make it even harder for myself. So when I got to that, I'm trying to speed this up because I'm talking so much. So when I did that, I had to figure out how in the world am I gonna play the 2 and 4 for this on the snare to make it seem like it's an actual group. Quite frankly, I just had to sweep, and I realized I was like, oh, it's easy. So that just came easy. So this is where the hard part came in. This is where I messed up because I was trying to fix the hi-hat because it fell on me. So my foot has nothing to do with any of what just happened. When if you tried it, you would literally think, how in the world am I gonna stay on 1, 2, 3, and 4 instead of trying to jump on the E or something? Like it kind of hesitated on me, but it's something that you really just have to persevere through and not think about it. So y'all see how it just has nothing to do with the groove, but it works, and I love doing single strokes with my foot and everything. So I just incorporated. So I was like, hey, let's see how it sounds. It took me a second, but yeah.
All right, so can you tell us about how you practice, and what do you think are some of the best rudiments that could really help a drummer get to the next level?
Okay, I'm gonna go to this rudiment part because I'm terrible at it. The way that I really got my hands together, honestly, is through marching band. Honestly, from middle school and high school, that actually showed me really most of the rudiments of, because I don't know them specifically, but I know how to do them. Like if somebody would show me like, this is that, and I'm like, oh, okay. And over time, like just over the span of 6 years, I was just doing marching band for a very long time. So, I started trying to, just do it on a regular drum set. But my favorite is, quite frankly, Chicago's favorite, honestly, is Paradise, honestly. A lot of things that you see me do, like most of the chops that I did, like earlier to that song, it was really just, I don't know him by name, I'm just, that's a Paradise, I know that though. But, a lot of things that I do kind of based off of Paradise, like, a lot of times, like, I'll start, like, chop with that. I tend to do that a lot. I'm trying to get away from it because it starts to get redundant sometimes. So, that's really how. What's the other question?
How you practice?
How do I practice? Okay. A lot of people ask me this. I actually just play instrumentals, especially hip hop instrumentals, because they're so particular about what they like, how to play the song. Like they literally want you to play the song that you're playing. Like they want every single thing that you're playing on the drum exactly how the track was played. And that kind of put me in the groove state. I started just running off from other people and then playing to those tracks. Which I have on. Nope, I don't. But basically, most of the tracks that you'll hear me play, honestly, is very based off of like just playing the grooves, that the ones that I made, and then on top of that, what the other tracks are doing. And usually I'll just play around with tracks. I'm a music person, so I don't really. Well, actually, I do, but not as much as I play the tracks. I play the metronomes because it really helps you to, stay locked into timing, into any song, honestly. But I love playing the tracks. So.
That's awesome. Well, so we want to know too. Another question came in. What are you currently working on, and what's next for you?
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm a little tired because I actually just did a 4.5-hour CD release yesterday. Like right before I got here, so bear with me, cause I'm I'm trying to recover from it, cause it was crazy. It's one of my parents groups. It's a gospel group called After the Due Order. They just released their CD, so if you want to check it out, you can. I played on a good half of the CD. It's 19 tracks. Just look up After the Due Order Volume 1 if you want to check them out. What's next for me? Honestly, I'm just relaxing, just trying to make the best out of what I'm doing in this year. I have a clinic in Chicago for anybody that's watching on Periscope. What is that? I believe it's the 10th of May. Is it May 10th? Yeah. May 10th in Country Club Hills. I'll be doing another clinic there. Yeah, and then some outside stuff with this major artist called D. Buchanan. He's another gospel artist. He's a very major. He actually lives out here in Los Angeles too. Yeah. And then just doing like little minor gigs here and there. But nothing major at the moment. But if I do, I would definitely put it online to let everybody know.
All right, we got 2 more questions. The next one is, what is your favorite snare?
I don't have a favorite snare, but I love deep snares. That's about as close as it gets to me. Because I was being picky with them earlier. I asked them did they have a deep DW snare because I'm endorsed with DW. So yeah, that's why I'm like so in love with this thing right now. You're probably gonna see me messing with this thing all day, honestly. I don't have a preference, but I love like different varieties of snare. Like everybody makes a great snare, honestly. But you know, DW just has that bright sound that I really look for. Honestly.
All right, our final question is what pattern or exercises do you do to practice your feet?
Probably about that trick. Yeah, so I'll tell you the story about that whole thing. A friend of mine named Josiah, he had a birthday concert in 2012. I saw a guy just going at it with his foot. I was astonished and low-key jealous. So I asked him, what did he do? He just said he just burned his feet out. So I can't do it constantly, but I can just do triplets. So that's really what I put my mindset into. So that's most likely what they were asking for because I don't play double bass pedal. So yeah, I started out slow, but so I kind of based everything off of that. But then I started trying to make it faster. So I try to add extra things. So I got to get back to it because I'm a little rusty now. But yeah, that's really mainly what I kind of work on to kind of get my feet faster, honestly.
All right, so that's going to be it for the question answer. Everyone, let's give another round of applause for Tony Taylor Jr., 27th annual Grand Champion. All right, I want to thank everyone for joining us on Periscope. We're going to let Tony play us out.
Everybody likes Earth, Wind, and Fire, right? Yeah. Everybody knows the Stones. Cool. All right, don't be alarmed. This is a live arrangement, not the actual song.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Is mic's on?
Yeah, now it is. There we go. All right, everyone, let's give it up one more time for the Drum Off 27th Annual Grand Champion Tony Taylor Jr. I want to thank everyone for coming out for our workshop. Make sure you come inside, check out